Black History Month for me is a time of celebration, but it's also a time of recognition, recognition of the sacrifices that have been made for people like me to be in positions that I am in here today, in a society that I'm in. And I feel very honoured and fortunate to be a member of the Black community and to have the opportunity to celebrate that with my peers through sharing of customs and different cultures, but also to help educate. I think that's really, really important. And I think that's what Black History Month is also about. It's about sharing and broadening the awareness of Black people and Black cultures. To really address it, particularly as a HR practitioner, is to talk about it openly. Whilst there needs to be a degree of sensitivity, particularly if we're talking about circumstances that may have actually occurred in the workplace, I think it's about highlighting that these things actually do exist as opposed to pretending that they don't. And then it's about what action can be put in place to address it. I think sometimes it would be fair to say that offences can be made against particular people or groups unintentionally, and that may be through the way that somebody is raised or the environment that they themselves come from. I think with understanding, through discussion, through training, through recognition, I think you are then best placed, particularly as a HR practitioner, to address racism in the workplace and really to ensure that we are implementing best practices through things like our equality and our diversity, making sure there's inclusiveness so that everybody understands that this is an environment that is not going to condone behaviours that discriminate against anybody. I think is really through opportunity. I was given an opportunity many years ago that was not necessarily intended to last as long as it has lasted, and I feel very fortunate for that. But it came through opportunity. I think we are in a community where the diversity for all different races is very, very, very evident. You've only got to walk out of our doors. So it'd be very important that the organisation is reflective of that. And we do so by creating opportunities and making sure those opportunities are filtered out to those in those communities. And therefore then the organisation can be resemblant to and reflective of its community and individuals that populate that community. There are several Black leaders that inspire me. One name that comes to mind immediately, in actual fact two, one who most certainly was a leader is Nelson Mandela. I think his contributions throughout his life are so significant and continue to be felt by individuals several years after his passing. I think he be a Black leader that everybody can gain a great deal of sense of pride, and a lot of people can relate to, and not just Black people, many people. I think Nelson Mandela is probably the first person that would come to mind, and an individual that I always feel inspired by, but a lady, not necessarily a leader, but a leader in her own right, is Serena Williams. Serena Williams, for me, I'm a big sport fanatic, and Serena Williams for me gives me a sense of empowerment. She is an individual who has defeated the odds, and she's gone on to surpass any and every expectation that was placed upon her. And I think, you know, I feel very, very inspired by her and all that she continues to go on and achieve.